Okay, part two, because for some reason my phone does not want to. I'm trying to get comfortable. Does not want to record up to 30 minutes today for some reason. Um, but yeah, so she got home. She got sent home for like a week. She came back and she didn't talk to me or none of the team for a while. And then, one day she just came around and, we had a meeting and she was like, we're going to let all that go that happened in the past. I just want to move forward. I can't keep coming to work not talking to y'all. It just doesn't feel right. We're just going to move on and we're just going to, make sure I do what I need to do. If I can get a promise from you that, if we have any issues, just talk to me about it. And, what do y'all need from me? I just need a supervisor that I know is going to advocate for me and that cares about my well-being. That if I see something that needs attention, that you're going to work in order to get that done for me, and I don't have to feel like I can't come to you. Because if I feel like I can't come to you, then it's no need for you to be here. You're supposed to be my advocate. And she was like, I'm gonna do the best I can, and we just gonna get everything. We gonna get back on track. We're gonna be the little work family that we was before. That lasted for, now we in like February. Yeah, this she got sent home in January, and in February is when stuff started going back to a hot mess again, and we started being overworked again, and start getting all these projects, and it was becoming too much again. And I slowly but surely started slipping away. And when I say slipping away, is what I mean is I couldn't keep up. I couldn't. No matter how hard I tried, no matter what I did, I could not keep up. And it was killing my ego. And when you have set a certain precedent for yourself and you start to let your own self down, and then you start seeing that other people are noticing that, like, it's like almost pretending to be something that you can no longer be all day long, and then trying to come home and decompress, and you can't come home and decompress because then you got issues at home too. So it's like, I got issues at work, I got issues at home. When do I have time by myself? When can I figure this out? Why, what is going on? Why can't I keep up the work anymore? Why don't I have the help? I can't reach out to them. So all these things start going on. I don't know why I keep dropping my amethyst. All these different things start going on in your head, and you just don't become you're no longer the same anymore. And I was no longer the same anymore. Like, I lost my light. I no longer loved doing what I was doing anymore. It no longer was. It literally was a job. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to sit there all day. It started getting to the point where I would just call out, because if I can't keep up with my workload, if I don't have no support, nobody to help me do it, if somebody is bullying me at work and telling me that, oh, we're watching you. Watching me do what? Or yesterday you was loud yesterday. How was I loud yesterday and I wasn't here yesterday? Or, you know, saw you went to the bathroom 4 times yesterday. Well, what did you go the extra 3 times for? Just stuff like that. Or you have people that see you wanting to try different positions or different learnings. And it was a point in time where I was actually on a project, and I was like telling them, hey, this is going to happen next if we don't get the right people on the project. This is what's going to happen next if you guys don't pay attention to these new drops or issues that's going on with the projects. Hey, it's fraud inside of the projects. I don't want to be attached to fraud. Take me off. And I would ask them to take me off of stuff, and be like, nope. And I'm telling you, I need you to take it off because I no longer can handle it. I can't do it. And have you ever tried to tell somebody that you can't do something and you've always been the person that can do it? Nobody believes you. if you ever, I mean, I will say that it is some types of people that you have a person who is capable of doing something, and you know they're capable of doing it because you see it inside of them. So you want to push them in order to understand what they can become, and almost like nourish them into a higher role to actually see all the powers and things that they possess. And then you have a person who has always been that person, and then they slowly start to slack down and show you a different version of, a version that's lesser than what they can accomplish. And it's almost like people don't allow that person to work at a different level, because they're like, oh, you've always been capable of number one place. So now that you're number two or number three, first of all, the fact that you're number two and number three, people almost look at you almost like you're disgusting. Or, I knew she wasn't capable of doing that the whole time. Or, I mean, it's so many different ways that can go. But when you're constantly always in putting yourself in a better position, or you're in a position to where it constantly looks like you're winning, and it comes to a point where you no longer can handle those responsibilities, or to you, it may not be winning when this person is in second and third place, but to them it may still be satisfactory, or it still may be happiness to them. And I was becoming to the point where I just couldn't do it no more. I didn't even want to be at work. I didn't want to do nothing. I was sad all the time. I didn't want to take a shower. And I was like, I just thought it was, I just didn't like my job. And a lot of people do that. You just think you just don't like your job. You start calling out. You don't want to go. You start complaining about everything. People start bullying you at work. It's not nothing you can do about it. You just start dealing with the bullies of management, your co-workers, and it just becomes overwhelming. And why am I going to constantly put myself in that position for anything? Like, I'm going to go enough days necessary to pay my bills, and that's it. But then it got worse. It wasn't just like, I don't like my job, call out. It became like I couldn't even make a decision. I had built myself so far up to make myself, I don't even want to say to make myself look like something else I want, because these are all things that I wanted, but I didn't allow it to gradually grow. I just kept putting myself in all these different projects and things so that I can build myself up in knowledge and everything like that. And I didn't realize, as I was putting all this inside of me, one, I wasn't getting the recognition that I wanted. So it was like I was pulling up, but then it was like somebody was tugging me, because I felt like even though I was the one, or I was doing this and that, it was always somebody right there pulling me, saying, don't forget, I'm watching. Don't forget, you could make a mistake. Don't forget that I'm watching you, and I may, surpass you, or, it's so many things that play a role into that mess with your mental, that you don't think about. So when you have these people in these positions, or you have people that, are constantly trying to make better for themselves, new things, it is a mental struggle. And I don't care how easy that person makes it look. That shit is not easy. You're sacrificing so much to prove something to your job and to the people around you, that you lose yourself. And I was losing myself. And I wasn't taking showers. And I wasn't going to work. I wasn't doing my hair. I had a Monday outfit that I wore every Monday. I had a Tuesday outfit that I wore every Tuesday. And if I wore that shirt on Monday, I might put it with my Thursday pants. At this point, I just didn't care. I didn't care. And I didn't care that you didn't care, that I didn't care. Because you lucky I came today to deal with your BS, and the lady around the corner BS, and the other lady around the corner BS, and the other lady around the corner BS, and the person that wants my position BS, and the person that thinks that everything I do is so easy because I get put on this project, and you don't know why you're not on this project, not realizing that I'm ready to to run up out of this building because of this project, because even though I'm sitting here making it look easy, it's stressing me out. And the day that I realized that I actually had anxiety, I start off by saying this might sound stupid, but because we have a grocery store here, and I started having trouble making decisions, but I just thought it was because whenever I would make decisions at work, it would be like I would have one person be like, that's right. Then another person be like, well, what does her input matter? Then another person is take what I said and use it for their self, or nobody just listen at all. So I was like, I had a problem with making decisions. And one day I went inside the grocery store. Actually, this is how it actually happened. I was getting dinner, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A line was too long. Like, it was wrapped around. I was like, okay, I'm ready to go home. I just got off of work. It's already late. Before I know it, it's gonna be time to go back to work again. And I wasn't trying to cook, but I was like, I'm not sitting in this line. By the time I sit in this line, I can go to the store, grab some spaghetti, go home, cook the spaghetti, and I'm going to save money. I get inside of the grocery store. I'm picking up my noodles. I'm getting my sauce. It's time to go get the meat. They don't have no meat. Like, oh my God, like, they don't have no meat. They don't have no turkey meat. They don't have no turkey meat. They don't have no turkey meat. Like, okay, like, they don't have no turkey meat. Like, what am I supposed to do now? Like, I was supposed to okay, like, I just left Chick-fil-A. I just left Chick-fil-A. I didn't want to sit in the line. If I would have sat in the line, then I would have had something to eat. Now I'm inside of Farm Fresh. Now I'm inside of here, okay. Now I don't have no turkey meat. Okay, so I was going to cook spaghetti. Now I can't cook spaghetti. Oh my God, okay, so now what? I didn't think of anything else. Okay, maybe I use hamburger meat. No, I don't want to use hamburger meat. I only want to use turkey meat. Okay, do they have any hamburger meat? No, they don't have any hamburger meat. Okay. And my heart just starts pounding. And I'm just standing there in the middle of the aisle, literally in a mental fight with myself. And it almost makes me want to cry because it's something so simple that you don't realize how scary something so simple could get. And I didn't realize how me being a key decision maker at work and my voice no longer being heard, or when my voice